What's going on, everybody? I hope you're all well. Today, we are taking a first look at Detective Pikachu Returns. We are playing on the Nintendo Switch. Obviously, full disclosure, code for the game was provided by the publisher, but please keep in mind this is not paid content and the publisher has no control over my critical opinion of the game. We are covering this on the 9th of the 10th, 2023. I think this came out a couple of days ago. So, yeah, let's get right into it. Download size, actually, I should talk about, I think it's like 6 gig. It's like it's harder to go in and just simply check on this because I have to go into my settings. So it's around there. I was surprised it was a little bit bigger than I thought. I think that might be because some of the spoken dialogue. Yeah, I didn't have a chance to play the first Detective Pikachu game. I watched the movie. I'm sure everybody did. Charles Reynolds tagged him on Twitter today. So yeah, I literally did. You know, when the detective, obviously we're massive Pokemon fans here, right? So that's why we're like want to check this out. But I watched that movie. I didn't realize there was a game. There was a 3DS game, and it was based on the game. Blah blah blah. So Detective Pikachu was I think a 3DS game that came out years ago. This is a follow up to that. It's got nothing to do with the movie. Nothing. But in a way it has. Let me explain. So when we start this, it does a rundown of the previous game. So you don't need to have kind of played the previous game to play this. It does a rundown of the previous game. But when it did its rundown, I was like, oh, wait, this is the movie. It's basically the story of the movie. It's just like the ending's different. So yeah, if you've watched the movie, you kind of know the story of the first Detective Pikachu game. So it's like, it's a similar. It's like, imagine if you played any of the Professor Layton games, whatever. So this is like a, what is the best way to describe it? It's like a puzzle game mixed in with oh, what was those Danganronpa games we played? There's a genre. I'm going mind blank now. There's a name for that genre. Not point and click. It's like one of those type of games, you know. And Pikachu is voiced, but he's only like the big cutscenes are voiced, and the rest of it is a lot of reading. So I was just speaking to my Twitch chat. I don't know how I'm gonna do this because there's a lot of text in this, and I don't want my voice to get. I know my voice is beautiful, but I don't want it to get grating on you lot. So we see how we feel. We might like read some of it, and then I'll just let you read, you know, at your own pace while we cover this. Again, there'll be a short video that goes up on YouTube, longer video will go up on Twitch. Yeah, and let's get right into it. So if we quickly go to settings, and I'll show you what's going on here. I've turned the background music down a little bit because there's like effects wise there's not really a lot going on, so I don't want the music to get too loud. So turn the background music down a little bit, turn the effects down a little bit, voice will keep high. You got the movie double playback speed, so you can tell this is gonna be one of those like, you know, there's a lot of speaking and dialogue, right? Because it's giving you options. You can choose whether the in-game movies play at double speed. Just imagine now. So there's that option there, and settings to text display speed, text auto advance, fast forward dialogue, high speed movement. That's an interesting option. Correct selection indicator. You can choose to indicate the correct selection during investigation in the case notebook. Oh, interesting. So if you want to make this really easy, and then if you go to display language, and then obviously you got that language there, and you got voice language. There's Japanese, so you can have in Japanese audio or English as well. I think that's what might add to the download size. And then you got a story jump mode, and if you click here, it'll give you a little warning to say, oh, you can play it out of order. Actually, let's just say if you select story jump, you can play whichever part of the story seems most interesting to you, or simply read the instructions of each episode, though you may see spoilers. Would you like to? No, I wouldn't. No. So we're just gonna go new game, and we're gonna play it like this. And yeah, you know, another thing this kind of reminds me of, because again, I'm assuming a lot of people ain't played the first one. You know those Capcom Ace Attorney games, kind of, but it's just like a simpler form of that.
Pikachu, and I'm what you might call a great detective.
Okay. I thought I was over the cuteness of Pikachu, but the starting of this is, oh my god, I'm fully in.
With my bolts of brilliance, I've solved many mysteries. My partner Harry and I ran.
So here's the rundown of the first game. Slash.
Harry suddenly disappeared, and I'd lost all my memories. After that, I was wandering the city when I ran into Tim. Somehow, he could understand what I was saying. Our goals were one and the same. Find Detective Harry, because my missing partner just so happened to be Tim's dad. While we were searching for Harry, we uncovered a series of crimes involving R, a chemical that drove Pokemon berserk.
I hope my audio's not being weird. This was louder when I was testing it over the weekend.
Tim and I managed to solve the case and save Rhyme City. And yet... Harry was still missing. Even now...
Alright, there's some artifacting on this cutscene. Did you see that? Bitrate compression.
Harry. Just where the heck did you go?
Don't say heck in this stream. That's it. That's basically the story of the first game. And
so, to promote an even stronger bond between the people and Pokemon of Rhyme City, I hereby proclaim this day the start of Pokemon Friendship Week. To commemorate this event, we present this award to Tim Goodman and Pikachu, who saved...
Harry!
honestly, this is legit weird. The game was like really loud over the weekend.
Oh, Pikachu, I'm sorry. I guess that's a sign I better wrap this speech up, eh?
Oh, you know what? Unless they're tying the effects to the cutscenes.
Sorry.
Now then, due to the R incident of 2 years ago, some of our citizens began to doubt Rhyme City's motto, coexistence with Pokemon. So to those of you who were affected, I offer you my deepest sympathies.
Alright, my apologies if you're watching this beginning of the video, like don't care about audio stuff. Just content creator stuff that you gotta make sure everything's captured correctly.
Oh no, it's coming this way! Sir, follow me! Everyone, get inside right away!
What the heck is going on?
Could it be R?
R? Don't think so. Its behavior's different. It's all right. Just calm down.
Whoever they got to do the voice though is nice. It's fun. It's like kind of adorable. Also, yo, I think Detective Pikachu better than regular Pikachu.
Corviknight, it just made off with my signature hat.
My dad gave you that hat.
Yeah, we gotta get it back.
You know how important that hat is to me, and Corviknight just flew off with it. What a mess. Let's go back. What's that? Hey Tim, over here. Okay, I think I know what happened. Just if you're curious. I think the sound effects is tied to how loud the movie audio is.
Whoa!
Why are you getting mad, Detective?
Whoa!
I don't think we can call him Pikachu. He's better than Pikachu. We gotta call him Detective.
Look, this must be the notebook the mayor dropped.
He's gone louder all of a sudden.
There's something inside. A family photo? This girl looks familiar. Oh, she's the one who didn't look too happy during the mayor's speech.
That's my classmate, Rachel. She knows a lot about Pokemon.
Huh? Whoa, time out. You know her? Why am I just now learning this?
Why did I feel like that was an insult by him? Oh, you have friends? You know a girl? We should return this notebook to Mayor. Yeah, but first we've got to deal with the Corviknight. Right, let's go. So one thing you're gonna notice straight off, like compared to that first cutscene and trailer and everything, and like the graphics look way different here. It's like way more simplistic. Now what do we do? Oh no, that doesn't look good. Again, like the quality of his voice acting is so good. I wish all of it was like dialogue, but there's so much text and there's so much like text in here. I understand why they didn't do it, but you know, is this Pidove unconscious? Don't touch it. Moving this Pokemon could injure it. Hey, you big guy. What happened to Pidove? Well, I'm at a loss. Nothing we've tried so far is working. Hey, can you even hear me? You cut your Pikachu's Pika Pika chatter. What? You cut your Pikachu's Pika Pika Pika. See, this is why I say I shouldn't write it out. You cut your Pikachu's Pika Pika chatter and evacuate the area. Oh man, security guards out here. Will Butler, Chief of the Pokemon Protection Bureau.
I don't know.
Would can hear healthy. I'm butchering this. I need to track down Corviknight and get this area evacuated, but I can't just leave this pit over here. Hey, what happened? Calm down, Pikachu. To everyone else, you're just saying Pika Pika. So they're filling everybody in about the first game, and I gotta stop mentioning the movie. I'm saying the movie was good though, and if you haven't played the first game, just watch the movie, and the ending's different. But that's it. I'm the only one who understands what you're saying. I was like, oh, I totally know what's going on because I watched the movie. Oh, right. Sorry. I got a little worked up seeing Pido in such a bad shape. Okay, Tim, it's on you to ask the big guy what went down. Excuse me, what happened here? Oh, you're the young detective? Yes, I'm Tim Goodman, and this is my partner, Pikachu. Will Butler, Pokemon Protection Bureau, and this is Ordino. Am I going to butcher this Pokemon? Ordino is with the police department's rescue squad. Ordino. I'll spare you the details right now. We need help to help this Pido. All that wind Corviknight whipped up, blew it around, and knocked it out. Ordino used a move to help Pido recover, but it still hasn't woken up. Ordino. Like, they're not even voicing, like, you know, the Pokemon do their cries. Chief, no civilian injuries to report at this time. Copy that. Great work. Now, I really should get back to leading the evacuation, but I can't just leave Pidove here unconscious. You ought to clear out here too, young detective. Mr. Butler, let us help you take care of Pidove. We'll find a way to wake it up. Yeah, let's let a couple of great detectives handle this. You? This is an emergency situation, one that requires my full attention. Maybe I should let you help. All right, I'll leave waking up Pidove to you. I'm counting on you, young detective. I mean, in the last game / movie, didn't we like save the city and all that? And I'm out here waking up a Pidove now? Just fart in its face or something. I don't know. I was going to say kick it, but I don't like animal cruelty or nothing. What do you mean? I'm out here waking up pigeons? Wow, talking about taking, like, I feel like disrespectful. Yes, sir. Chat goes, I got the name of the Pokemon right. Let's go, Pikachu. Okay. Cuckoo. Oh, sorry. Coo. Sorry, I'm going cuckoo. Hey, why don't we talk to those other Pidos? Sure, let's give it a shot. And obviously, you know, since the last game out, like, I think this, so far, all the Pokemon I've seen on here from at least Gen 8, there might be some Gen 9 stuff. Because I played a bit forward. I do like the music that plays in the background, but I had to turn it down by 4 because it's like super loud. Where are you going, Tim? We gotta ask those Pidos some questions. All right, fine. Hold on a sec, Tim. Before we talk to these guys, there's something I need to tell you. Yeah, what is it? Cases don't just pop up when it's convenient for us. I don't gotta tell you that, right? Right. And it's been a good long while since our last case. Well, that's true. So let's hit pause and jog our memories of how we go about investigating a case. We'll do this one by the book, all right? Man, Pikachu out here sounding like a cop. What's going on? If you say so. Tim, this is our first investigation in a long time. Fortunately, Pido's injuries are already healed. All we got to do is find a way to wake it up. Some might call it a coincidence, but I call it opportunity for a detective work tutorial. Perfect, right? I suppose. Let's refresh our memory and make sure we conduct a full investigation. Okay, got it. First, let's quickly go over how we investigate. I talk to the Pokemon. and I talk to the people. Together, the two of us will gather evidence and take testimonies from people on Pokemon and piece them all together to solve the case. And then we will call Captain Planet. It's a boomer cartoon joke that nobody knows the reference to. Yep, that's how we do it. By your powers combined. Exactly. Okay, this round of questioning is all yours, Pikachu. Sure thing. Here we go. Here I go. Hey, Pido, can I talk to you? How rude, man. The screamer. Hey. So again, like the intro, like his voice work is so good in this. I wish more of it was spoken. I'm guessing you're pals with the unconscious Pido. Mind if I ask you a couple of questions? Cool. It says they're friends taking a nap and won't wake up. So it thinks that the unconscious Pido is just sleeping? Cuckoo. You really love the smell of wait, huh? What's that got to do with anything? Cuckoo. Nice strong aroma makes the sleep time go away. That's what it's saying. Strong aroma of what though? Pigeon poo? You'd think that the Pido would be more concerned about their unconscious friends that are chirping about some smell. I'm gathering there's a certain aroma that Pido are really into. Guess that's all we gonna get. Maybe we should question some of our other Pidos around here. Hey Tim, come here for a sec. Yes, boss. If you get stuck during investigation and see the light bulb icon in the lower left corner of the screen, you can press the left button to consult Pikachu and get a hint. Got it. All right. Call me before you go anywhere. Here. I'm a little curious about what the Pido was saying. Yeah, its friend is unconscious, but all it wanted to talk about was an aroma it likes. Yep. Nice strong aroma makes the sleepy time go away. That's all I could get out of it. Aroma, sleepy time go away. Wait, what if... Wait, hold on. Like Nintendo and Pokemon are like willing to give the dark descriptions to some of these Pokemon. Because if you read the description on Corviknight, it's pretty dark. I'm just saying, could I make some jokes out here? No, I'm not going to do it. It's a Pokemon game. Because, you know... Smell that make you go sleep. Okay, never mind. Wait, what if this was talking about using some kind of scent? And what if this scent could wake up its friend? That's it, Tim. If we can find the strong aroma, and also apologies, I still got a cold. If we can find the strong aroma those Pido were chirping about, maybe I'll wake up their unconscious friend. Like my jokes don't go as dark as like it. Wait, what is the description for Corviknight? Like its wings are made of dead, destroyed Pokemon or something like that. It's like crazy. That's why I'm thinking it's worth a shot at least. But how are we going to find a scent like this? Honestly, though, I've heard that people are saying about this game though is like, oh, the story goes places as well. So even though it's like a E for everyone game, like people are saying like, oh, you know, maybe it's based toward a younger audience, but it's not really because where the story goes, there might be some Pokemon who haven't evacuated yet. Maybe we can ask them. All right, my listen up, Tim. If you're having trouble during an investigation, you can call out to me at any time. I can give you advice directly so no one else notices. Of course, you can also mull things over on your own, but if you get stuck, it might be a good idea to take a break or retrace your steps. That's important too. You can press the plus button during gameplay to open the sub-menu. In this menu, you can save the game and change your game settings. You can press the ZL button during gameplay to reread conversation. Old conversations eventually disappear, so be careful not to forget what was said. Okay, here we go. All right, now we got our funky jazz music. Oh, cool. Oh, sorry, cuckoo. It's singing about how much it loves the aroma. So if you know Pokemon and games and all that, you would have gone straight to this Pokemon, you know, but I'm playing it up for the cameras, ladies and gentlemen. Wait, if Pido loves this aroma, then maybe... Pido, it's singing about how much it loves this aroma. Wait, if Pido loves this aroma, then maybe... Wait, did I speak to... Oh, I spoke to the wrong Pokemon. Aromatize... Aroma? You're aromatized, aren't you? What are these Pidos? What generation was this Pokemon released in chat? Sounding for you. Aroma? They started flocking to it as soon as it got here. That goes Gen 6. These pedos have been following Aromatize around. Cuckoo. You're asking it to make the nice aroma? Cuckoo. Hurry up, make the nice aroma. Aroma. The pedo are really getting on its nerves. Seems like the pedo are all drawn to the scent that Aromatize emits, which means Aromatize might be able to help us wake up the unconscious pedo. I'm still saying let's electrocute it. Brrrz. Good thinking, Pikachu. Let's ask if Aromatize is willing to help us out. Hey there, Aromatize. We could use some help. Aromata? It'll help us out if we can get these pedos to stop following it around. Fair enough. Let's talk to the pedo. I just hope they understand us. Cool. Sorry to ask this, but could you move, somewhere else? Rude ass. Hey, now's not the time to stop stop and smell the aromas. We're trying to help your friend here. Say, guess what? Pretty soon, Aromatize is gonna go make lots of nice aromas right over there. Cool. They're on board with the nice aromas over their plan. So they'll move. Great. Aromatize should be willing to help us out now. Aroma. It's happy to lend a hand now that we got those pedos to move. That goes Aroma Tease. Aroma Tease? Tomato chat. Oh, you're right. It's Tease. Aroma Tease. Here's the pedo. Please help it. Maybe I'm going to say all these Pokemon names wrong just to bait engagement from Twitch chat and YouTube comments. Aruma?
All right.
And then obviously when there's big bits, then the it's spoken dialogue.
Glad that worked.
Later that evening at Tim's apartment.
Tim, I was so proud
Tim's
of you
apartment, by the
today.
way. I'm like old enough to cross the street, but he's got an apartment. Tim's mother. I mean,
You're
Tim's mom's
amazing,
apartment.
Tim.
Tim's little sister. Easily impressed.
You think so?
Everyone knows all about the amazing work you two have done. There was the Eevee abduction case, the fossil stealing spree,
and the Rhine Tower standoff case too. They even made a movie based on the R case.
There you go.
Yeah, I thought that movie was pretty good, but how come Mom and me didn't even show up?
That's when I was watching this cutscene, I was like, oh yeah.
Movies usually do their own thing, don't they?
Yeah, I guess.
Shade.
Oh, by the way, I've been meaning to ask you something. This is Dad's Pikachu, right?
Yeah. He's my partner at the moment, though.
I see.
Whoa. What's with all the staring?
He saved your dad from trouble many times.
Wow.
I watched the movie. The dad is in the Pikachu. The
news is
Pikachu
about
is
to
the
start.
dad.
Maybe there's an update on that Corviknight.
Obviously, that's not where they're going with that story. Check the TV. We interrupt this regular scheduled program to bring you this breaking news. Cause whoa, spoilers. I'm sorry. Oops. Good movie. Go watch it. What's going on?
According to amateur footage we've received from a viewer, Pokemon appear
That is
to
actually
have
spoilers. Now that I
caused
think,
an
I
explosion.
actually that was
This
pretty
occurred
bad
in
if you haven't
Mountain
seen
Range
it.
northeast of
But obviously, it's
Rhyme
not canon though.
City. This may be
It doesn't
related
matter.
to the recent uptick in incidents involving Pokemon.
I might actually have to cut that bit out of the
Rhyme
video.
City Police and the newly established Pokemon Protection Bureau are investigating. Amelia Christie signing off.
Hey, Tim, did you catch that?
I hope that
I
incident.
mean, this
doesn't have
entire game might
anything to do
be
with
spoilers for the
Dad.
second movie, though, right?
Same here.
Mewtwo told me 2 years ago. Dad's alive, and we'll be able to find him as long as we don't give up.
Yeah, Mewtwo is still our only connection to finding Harry.
Whispering to Pikachu, are you?
Oh.
You're just like your father, talking to Pokemon like that.
Oh, really?
Thanks for
It's
calling
been
me
2
up,
years
Mom.
since the R incident. Since then, we've solved all kinds of cases. The mayor even gave us an award for it. I can still talk to Pikachu and understand him. If the two of us keep solving cases together, I'm sure we'll find my dad someday.
Do we take bets on if the dad's actually RIP the day after the award ceremony? How dark is the devs gonna go? Rise the wind from town to
Whoa.
town.
That's a lot of Whimsicott.
Sure is. They ride through on seasonal wins every year.
I hear they can be real pranksters.
If they get in a house they like, they scatter cotton everywhere.
Sounds like a pain to clean up.
Yep. The sweet smell of coffee is calling my name.
It's the perfect Pikachu bait.
Tim!
Inspector Holiday, did you finally find my dad?
Sorry. No. I'm here on a different case.
I know that's important, but you
We've
know.
received reports of a jewel theft. Could you lend me a hand with this one?
Of course.
The incident occurred at the Dennis residence, the mansion down the street. Sorry, but Brad is waiting for me. I'll go ahead and meet up with you there.
So much for my coffee.
All right, let's go. Okay, let's go, Pikachu. Wait a second, Tim. What for? There's no need to rush. We've got to be calm and unhurried if you want to do your best investigating. Yeah, I guess that's true. Pikachu's a real talkative Pokemon. If you see this Pikachu icon in the lower left corner of the screen, you can press the button to chat with him. Sometimes Pikachu will try to get your attention and a Pikachu icon will bounce to let you know he wants to talk. If you see this icon bouncing, press the right button to hear what Pikachu has to say.
Look, I know we need to hurry, but would it really hurt if we relaxed a bit?
I'm with Pikachu.
Instance, oh, here's a good idea. You could listen to some sage advice from a great detective like me. Okay.
Okay, but Holiday's waiting. We better go join him.
Tim!
I appreciate you coming on short notice, Tim. This way, the crime took place at the Dennis residence up ahead. Go to the scene of the crime, the Dennis residence. Dennis residence exterior. The missing jewel. Dennis residence, first floor.
I see.
All right, Tim. Mr. Dennis is waiting for you in the room to the right. Thanks, Inspector. I recognize that Pokemon. The name of the painting is the Silver Waves and it depicts Lugia, a Pokemon known as the Guardian of the Seas. It's rumored to live deep down on the ocean floor, but no one's ever seen it. That makes sense. The ocean floor is not exactly a place you just you just casually visit? I mean, I got a couple. Has it featured in the movie, chat? I feel like that movie would be an interesting story.
Oh, Tim, I've been waiting for you.
Sanjay Dennis, jeweler, guard of Dennis residence. My name is Sanjay Dennis. I'm a jeweler, and this is my partner Growlith. Growl. I'm Detective Tim Goodman, and this is my partner Pikachu. Sorry to jump right into it, but could you please tell us what you know about the incident?
Oh.
A person's jewel was stolen while I was out of the house. It's called the Aurora Drop, and it's very rare jewel indeed. The Aurora Drop? What a mysterious name. Magical even? The thief injured one of my staff members and made off with the jewel. Noted testimony. Thankfully, my staff member injuries were minor, and yet, is something sticking out to you as odd? Well, the police are treating my trusted butler as the prime suspect. Dun dun dun. They think the butler did it. Could you tell me a bit more about the stolen jewel? It looks like this. Most gemstones must first be cut and polished into beautiful jewels, but the Aurora Drop is said to have naturally formed into its shape. The way it shines looks a bit like an aura. Yes, that's precisely how it's got its name. The Aurora Drop has been subject of many a tale, but it was thought to be nothing more than fiction. Even among us jewelers, for the longest time, we call it the jewel of legend. Whoa, he isn't even kidding when he called it precious. Guess it's no surprise that someone wanted to steal it. It definitely sounds viable. Where were you displaying it? I kept it secretly locked within a special reinforced case inside my jewel storage room. Wow, okay, that's a lot of security. It's got to be an inside job, right? What do you think? There are locks on both sides. There are locks on both the storage room door and the reinforced case, and yet, despite all that security, it still got stolen. About the trusted butler, you mentioned that the police already have a suspect. Yes, they believe that the thief is my own trusted butler, Barnes. Why do they think that? Because Barnes and I are the only people who can access the key to the storage room. Interesting. What's keeping someone else from getting in? The key is always kept around Growlith's neck. Man, poor dog. Imagine having to carry your master's like key for his, like, you know, his safe. It's what is he, like a rapper? If anyone but Barnes or myself attempted to take it from her, Growlith would start barking. He's got a keychain, chat, literally. My Growlithe is a very loyal Pokemon. She would never allow the key to be taken by a stranger. I don't see a key around Growlith's neck right now. The police think Barnes took it. That would certainly make sense, assuming Barnes really is the culprit. Mr. Dennis, if possible, I'd like to talk with Barnes. He's currently being questioned by the police, but you don't believe Barnes is the thief? Is that correct? I've known Barnes since we were young. He worked in this home for years and has always served us well. I'm certain that he'd never steal from me, and I couldn't possibly imagine him hurting anyone. So you're saying Barnes didn't do it and the real culprit is still at large? That's right. Someone else must have stolen the jewel. Please help me prove that Barnes is innocent. So that's why he called us here, to clear his butler's name. We'll talk to the Barnes later. So find the Aura Drop and clearing Barnes of suspicion. Those are the two things you called us here to do. Could you please? You're the only ones I can count on. How much are you paying us though, Mr. Billionaire? Our job is to investigate the case and reveal the truth. We won't know if Barnes is truly innocent until we look into this more. Yeah, the police must have at least some reason to suspect him, but we'll do what we can. If that's acceptable to you, we'll take the case. That's more than acceptable. Thank you, Tim. Great. In that case, I might start investigating the scene of the crime. Of course, the jewel storage room is just upstairs. I knew you won't let me down. All right. Wait a second, Tim. There's something I want to try, starting with this case. All right, here's the other big gameplay mechanic. Something you want to try. Yeah, case notebook. The writers of the Detective Journal swear by it. The writers for the Detective Journal swear by it. Detective Journal, that's a magazine you're always reading, right? Yeah, that's the one. They researched this most efficient way for detectives to organize their case notes. The solution they came up with was a case notebook. Sounds intriguing. How does it work? I'm getting to that. First, open your notebook.
Whoa!
Let's open the case notebook. If I press any button, he gets triggered. All right, fine. Sanjay Dennis jewel has apparently been stolen, but how did the culprit steal it? Investigate the scene of the crime and second floor for clues. First, let's write in the notebook any burning questions that arise while we're investigating. Like this is the Ace Attorney objection bit without the objection. Well, summarize the testimony and evidence that we've gathered during our investigation on this page below. The Aurora drop is Mr. Dennis's prized jewel. Someone has stolen it. After we've collected enough testimonies and evidence, then the begin deducing option will appear. When you select this, we can start deducing the answers to your question. We don't have enough testimonies or evidence right now, but once we do, we'll be able to start. I guess actually using a notebook is the best approach. So Tim, what do we have to do right now? We have to collect testimonies and evidence to figure out how the jewel was stolen. To do that, we first have to investigate the scene of the crime. That's right. Let's go check out the jewel storage room. All right, let's go. This room is currently being searched by the police.
Whoa!
We may be investigating a crime, but we should still respect residents' privacy. We shouldn't go barging into rooms that have nothing to do with the case, Tim. True, we need to focus on... Bro, why is he calling me out for? I'm nosy. I need to check. A blue feather.
Oh!
What's all this? Pokemon feathers. Sure looks like it. They scattered all over the floor and the windows open. Maybe a Pokemon got in or out through here. Do you think it has anything to do with the case? One of these feathers is darker than the others. You're right. The other 6 are lighter shades of blue. Wait, the Corviknight was flying somewhere. Maybe it was flying from here? You're right. The other 6 are lighter shades of blue. Again, I haven't like solved this case or anything. I'm just thinking out loud. Something about this is nagging at me. This is the jewel storage room, the scene of the crime. Let me in then. The jewel storage room has been left exactly as it was at the time of the incident. Inspector Holiday's already filled me in. Please go right ahead. Thank you. Thank you. Jewel storage room. All right, so the lock wasn't broken. Dun dun dun. What is it, Pikachu? I checked out the door. By there are no signs of forced entry. Then we can be fairly certain that the thief used the key to get in. According to Dennis, the rooms where the aura drop used to be. Let's take a closer look. What a beautiful, it's so clear and sparkly, absolutely brilliant. What a vibrant red, like boiling hot lava. It's almost too bright to look at. This area looks more disturbed than the rest. Let's start investigating. We might find a clue. All right, don't let any details slip past you.
Let me see.
Let's see. Where should we look first? Maybe here. This is the only case that's damaged. Must be where they kept the edge. Looks like it was sliced clean with a blade. What kind of blade could slice cleanly through such a sturdy jewel case? jewel case is still locked. The lock on the jewel case, like Dennis said, the jewel in this case was stored under lock and key, and the key to the case is different. It's a different key than the jewel storage room door. Okay, so they had the key to the door, but they didn't have the key to this. I wonder who has the key then. What's this? Here's a blue feather. Do you think the Pokemon it belonged to was in this room? Maybe it's from a Pokemon that lives in the mansion. Let's look into that later. All right, anything else? I feel like Corviknight's darker blue than that, right? Or even black or gray? Dark gray? This looks like the part of the jewel case. Based on the shape, do you think the top half of the case was cut off? Yeah, it looks that way. It's really clean. It's a really clean cut. Slicing it must have taken one seriously sharp blade. I doubt a human could pull that off. There's some cotton on the ground. It looks really fluffy and soft. Cotton. So maybe there was. What are those Pokemon called? Cottons? What's a bunch of cotton doing here?
Right.
We've covered everything I was want. Any other spots you want to check? I mean, there's.
Hey, Tim. Check it out. Looks good, huh?
Boomer
Disguises are a key
Pokemon,
part of
Detective
detective
Pokemon.
work, you know.
Yeah, whatever. Now quit goofing off and investigate.
Ah,
Oh my god, look at.
he clearly doesn't appreciate my art.
I know, right?
Perhaps I need to give
Mopey
him a little
pants
more
over there.
training.
Okay, bit random. What's over here?
Hey, Tim. Quit looking at my tail and start investigating anything that looks suspicious.
Okay, I wasn't even trying to look at your tail. Stop calling me out. Wait, what did he say if I do it again?
Hey, Tim. Quit looking at my tail and start investigating anything
Bruh.
that looks suspicious.
I feel like I was debated by the devs there.
Okay,
Open
let's
the
start
case note.
deducing.
Open the case notebook and start deducing. All right, Sanjay. You probably figured out how the culprit stole the jewel by now, All right, select the begin deducing in your case notebook.
Okay.
How was the jewel stolen? We have a few possible theories. What do you think is right? The culprit hasn't actually stolen the jewel yet. The culprit may not have taken the order out of the jewel storage room. Instead, you may have hidden it among the cotton fluff. No. The culprit unlocked the case. Obviously, it can't have unlocked the case because whatever. The culprit cut open the case. Right, that's what it is.
Okay.
Customer. From what we've seen of the crime scene, we can tell that the jewel case was sliced open. After that, the order drop was removed from the case and taken away. Right, and we saw the jewel case was still locked, which supports the claim. We still need to investigate more to determine how the case was sliced open, but at least now we know how the thief got their hands on. Yeah, we made our first step forward.
Okay.
You understand how to use the case notebook now? Yep, once I've got some evidence, I'll start deducing. Feel free to start deducing whenever you feel like it. Oh, so maybe we don't have to collect everything. After investigating the scene, we know now how the crime was carried out. We now know, sorry. We can be certain that the culprit sliced open the case and took the jewel from inside, but there's just one thing that's strange. Oh yeah. Yeah, think Tim. What's strange about the way the crime was committed? The cotton everywhere. The jewel storage room door was locked. The jewel was stored in the room. The glass was cut, but the door wasn't. I think the bottom one.
Oh!
The door to the storage room was open with a key, but the jewel case was still locked when it was sliced apart. That's right. So that means that the thief only had one of the keys, the one to the storage room. They didn't have the key to the jewel case. According to Mr. Dennis, only he and Barnes can access the dual storage room. Okay, so that still doesn't clear him or the other guy. I understand why the police suspect Barnes, but I'm not so sure. Obviously, it would be best if we could talk to Barnes ourselves, but he's still being questioned. We need to ask Mr. Dennis about the lock on the jewel case. Right, after we wrap it up here, let's go ask him. All right, so, oh, here he is. How's the investigation going? Mr. Dennis. Sorry, I couldn't stand just waiting around. Have you discovered anything? It does appear that culprit used the storage room key to gain entry. We believe then they then cut open the jewel case and took the Aurora drop. Is that so? I suppose that doesn't help Barnes much since he has access to the key. I have a question for you. Who has the key to the jewel case? I have it right here. I always carry the key to the jewel case on my persons. I've known Barnes a very long time, but I still won't give him this key. Wow. So, he, like, you know. All right, so it couldn't have been him. Oh, wait, hold on. So only he's got the key to this. Hold on. So the butler could have still got in. And obviously he won't have the case to the key, so that's why he cut it open. So the only thing we know for sure now is it couldn't have been an inside job with Sanjay, even because he's got a key. Security of the jewel case is my personal responsibility. Got it. So both Barnes and Dennis can access the key to the jewel storage room. But only Mr. Dennis had access to the key, the jewel case. That's valuable information. Really, I thought I might be getting in the way, but I'm glad to hear I could help. The road drop is meant to become a symbol of revival for Rhyme City. Anyway, I'm counting on you. A symbol of revival? Let's ask Dennis about that later. Okay, the thief cut open the case to steal the jewel, but they had the key to get into the storage room. The only people who have access to the key are the Dennis and Barnes, so it makes sense that the police would suspect Barnes. If the key hadn't been used to unlock the storage room, Barnes wouldn't be under suspicion in the first place. Why would he do that? Knowing people would suspect him. Maybe he didn't think that far ahead. In any case, based on what we found at the scene of the crime, we can't be certain of anything just yet. We need to talk to Barnes and other people in the mansion and hear what they have to say. Now just the people, the Pokemon, not just the people, the Pokemon to interpret for you. Okay. All right, I'm counting on you. I did say chat was a bit wordy. Okay, now we've got our next step figured out. Let's start interviewing everyone. All right, we can't. The police suspect that Barnes is the culprit, but okay, we can't do anything here at the moment. All right. Looks like Pokemon Feather. This is the jewel surgeon. All right, we got nothing for you. All right, got it. Let's go back downstairs. This room. Garth, I've got a favor to ask of you, and that you excellent nose of yours. I'd like you to find Ducklet. Okay. Is it possible that Ducklet is somehow mixed up in this incident? She might even know who stole the key from you. We really need your help. Hey. Oh, really? You've been waiting to help Dennis too? Great, thank you. All right, come on, find the Pokemon. How? You want me to ride on your back? So you can take me wherever the scent leads. Got it. That should be a lot easier than trying to go. Okay, we got a mini game here. Is it going to give us a cutscene? What do you think, Tim? Do you want us to track his scent down right away? Yes, we got nothing else to do. You got it. Let's go. But maybe it said no because there was like other conversations or something.
Okay, let's do this.
Oh, this is fucking adorable, chat. Also, I swore, I'm sorry, but it's adorable.
Sorry, but Could you sit down for a sec?
They need more. This game needs more cutscenes. Seriously.
All right. Let's go.
Seriously, making Detective Pikachu one a detective and a grumpy old man voice, it was perfect. This is the first time I ever seen. She says this is the first time she'd ever given someone a ride. Why did you just repeat what I said? Oh, whoops. When it's just you and me talking, I guess I don't need to interpret for time. Anyway, let's search underway. Gotcha. Look for where the scent is strong, right? And there's still traces of ducklet scent inside the house. I think I can track her from here. All right, let's get going then. Come on. Oh, hold on. Hold down the R button while moving to follow the scent whichever way you look. You can get off guard by going back to Tim. Okay. Hold down R. Isn't Growlithe, like in one of the games, was like super vicious and fire Pokemon out here is giving out rights? That goes, yeah, they were talking about Pikachu having the geezer's voice so good. Yeah, it's really good. I pick up Ducklet scent around here. Ducklet always leaves this way when she takes a walk. All right. Of course, back to the park. I wonder if we could have stopped all this if we would have found the ducklet in the first place. Later that evening at Tim's. Oh, wait, remember?
I'm home.
Wait, what are they doing here? He's got a hot date.
Well, you sure are home late.
Good evening.
Oh, and who is this?
My classmate, Rachel.
It's nice to meet you.
Bro, she's out your league. Yo, I'm
Is
just
she
saying,
your
let's just put this
girlfriend?
out there. Oh, little sister is just putting.
If only.
If Pikachu said what we're all thinking. Actually, Rachel's here because hello, sorry to be barging so suddenly. I was hoping to get some advice from Great Detective here. I didn't realize his family was visiting though. Welcome, Rachel. We didn't mean to start our use. Sophie and I just arrived in Rhyme City yesterday. We came to see my brother's award ceremony. Oh, really? Then this is probably the first time you've all seen each other in a while. I really hope I'm not in the way. You are though. Please don't worry about it. We'll be in town for a while yet. Make yourself at home. I'll make some tea. Thank you, really. See, Tim, I told you Sophie would understand. Lorraine and yeah, you're right. I'm glad. All right, where we going? Talk to everyone. Nah, bro.
Yeah?
All right. So Rachel's not your girlfriend? Nope, just a classmate. She came by to talk to me about something like how she's your girlfriend. Sophie, she is not my girlfriend. Sophie, Tim just needs a gentle shove to get things moving. Aye, girl, don't you two get started. Little sister knows she's being matchmaker out here.
Right.
You really don't need to worry about it, Tim, huh? Worry about what? Bringing Rachel home, of course. Mom, I think you might be misunderstanding something. I'm making enough food for 8 people or so she can eat as much as she likes. Oh, you're talking about dinner. Wait, 8 people? Isn't that a bit much?
Yes.
It must be nice spending time with your mother and sister. Yeah, that you want to get out because it's family time. It is, yeah, but hey, don't you want to discuss something? Oh, yeah. Sorry, I must feel awkward to talk about it around so many people. No, it's not that. Chatting with you and your family has actually helped a lot. Trust me, it can wait. Really? Well, if you're
Right.
sure. Okay.
Dinner's ready, everyone.
What we eating?
Well, I should
Pizza.
probably get going.
Come now. Why don't you stay and eat with us?
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Well, you heard them. What do you say?
I mean, who could turn down an invitation like that?
Yay!
Eat up, everyone. I really outdid myself this time.
Wow! Looks amazing!
Thank you, Mom.
Mom made her special mac and cheese for us.
All right, mac and
So
cheese. Well
this is
done
the
with mac
dish
and
that
cheese.
Harry kept raving about, huh? Whoa, this is incredible.
Good, huh?
Mm.
So good. The plate's not getting empty. Uh-oh. Poison. Hold on. Uh-oh. Kids game. It's getting too dark out here. I do appreciate there's more cutscenes here, though.
We need to talk.
What is it?
I want a divorce.
What?
Wait, what?
Are you joking?
Take care of Tim and Sophia for me.
What the hell?
Where is this coming from?
I'm sorry.
Why not?
Harry, there must be some reason.
Oh, this is messed up.
Sorry,
I'm
Irene.
sorry. I'm lost for words. I'm glad the game is going here. It's not like a kid's story. What the?
Are you okay, Pikachu? You had me worried suddenly fainting like that.
I fainted?
Yes.
I was gonna make a deadbeat dad comment, but we don't know. Maybe he's getting like forced to a side. I don't know. Okay, thank goodness his looks Pikachu is recovered. Yeah, I think he's okay now. So Rachel, do you feel okay talking about that problem you had now? No, that's okay. Are you sure? You don't have to keep it bottled up. I had so much fun with you all that it's just not bothering me anymore. We'll discuss it next time. Okay, sure. In that case, mind if I ask you something instead? Yeah, by all means, I'd be honored to help you, a great detective. Do you happen to know anyone who knows a lot about jewels? Apparently, the jewel that was stolen in today's case was really special. I could use some more information to help me track it down. Well, one of my professors is a specialist in mineral. I could introduce you to him if you like. Really, could you please? That would be a huge help. Sure, I'll sort it out when I get home tonight. How should I contact you? Why don't we meet at Hi-Fi Cafe tomorrow morning? Sounds good. See you then. Give her your number, you donut.
Hey, feeling better?
Chaco's feeding some more mac and
Yes.
cheese.
Pikachu.
What's that?
You too.
Yo, look, all right, now it's getting
There is
interesting, man.
something the two of you must know.
Yeah, speak up. I can't hear
When
you.
I was in my cave a few days ago, I was attacked by several Pokemon.
I can't hear you.
Yeah, we saw on the news.
No matter how many times I overpowered them, they didn't seem to feel a thing.
Maybe R again?
No. These Pokemon had no will of their own, as if something was controlling them. As for Harry...
Harry? What was it?
I'm actually getting annoyed at this. Like, why did you make us do a little bit of a slow start when this is so interesting right now?
You think the two are related somehow?
I'd say, almost certainly. Finding the Aurora drop may be the key to solving this mystery.
Yeah, let's follow up on that.
All right, before we talk to Chris, how long we've been playing for? We've been playing for maybe about 5 hours or just under. I don't want to play no anymore because I don't want to spoil puzzles here, right? Especially in the first couple of days is out. Especially the games that are like heavy, like puzzle based. I don't want to go too far in the first couple of weeks. I don't want to let people enjoy them in their own time. So yeah, we've been playing for about 5 hours now. Ready to give some final thoughts here. It does start a little bit slow though. I wish it, like, the investigations we are doing now are way more interesting than what we was doing for the first 3 hours. But that story in the first 3 hours, it does have a crucial element to it. So I understand why they did the build up and then making us learn the game. It's just like because again, this is still like a visual novel game meets a puzzle, like, you know, that I was gonna say the Ace Attorney games. So it's like visual novel Ace Attorney games, light puzzles. There's nothing difficult puzzle wise here, right? But like you still have to go through the process of, you know, talking to everybody and very heavy text-based dialogue before you can like figure out the puzzle. There is not a mechanic of, oh, we figured out the puzzle, we can go ahead anyway. You have to go through the process, right? So it's not really a difficult game. And looking on it looks wise, it's not like the greatest looking game either also, right? So like, who does this game appeal to? One, if you're, because again, like those Ace Attorney games have probably a little bit more challenge. So it's like one of those with the Pokemon IP on it, but not the challenge. I heard some chatter online to say, oh, it might be suitable for a younger audience, but I don't know if I agree with that, because I heard the story does go places as well, which I don't know if it would be suitable for a younger audience. So then if it hasn't got the difficulty, then, you know, who would be suitable for? So I'm like, but I'm not in agreement with people here just because it hasn't got the difficulty that takes away from this. This is clearly, like, you know, if you're like a hardcore Pokemon, like a hardcore gamer, even if I should say, and you're all about that grind and difficulty and challenge here, you know, this might not be for you. But then I also think this is kind of missing what this is about, right? This is more of a, oh, you like Pokemon, you like these like you even watch the movies. This is just one of those, like, it's more like you enjoy the experience of it, right? Because it's like, in gameplay wise, it's not crazy in depth anyways. So I think like talking about the difficulty of this game may be doing it a disservice, because I don't think it's trying to be that, right? Sure, I would have liked if it was that, but I think this is mainly catering toward of, oh, you know, there's like loads of Pokemon fans. All of them are not, you know, trying to shiny egg breed like their favorite shiny Pokemons, right? It's like a big vast spectrum of Pokemon players who also probably own the Switch. So I think like this is like target. Obviously you gotta have some Pokemon, you gotta like the Pokemon franchise, right? And obviously there's a lot of people around the world who like the Pokemon franchise. I feel like this is more catering toward them. But even what I played it here as well, and look, and it, like Mewtwo showed up, and like, you know, like the story got hell of interesting, like but that was like, it took like a good 4 hours to get there, right? So pacing wise it could be a little bit better. But yeah, I don't think the difficulty is not really being an issue for me here. It's like, you know, even when we play those Ace Attorney games, once you get used to the rhythm, it's quite clear to tell like who is the you know, who's the bad guy. So yeah, the difficulty is not taken away from me. I don't know how long the game is, not too sure. The one criticism I will have here is the looks. I wish they would have done a little bit more with the looks, because when it goes to cutscenes, it's fine, you know. Detective Pikachu, I should say, Detective Pikachu, better than Pikachu. I'm just saying, he steals the show. But when it comes out into this like actual gameplay, it seems a bit basic. probably could have pushed the boat out a little bit more. But then, again, this is another one. If you're a Pokemon fan, right? Everything Pokemon fans deal with, and like visually with games and all that. Maybe it's just, you know, it's not trying to, like, Pokemon games are not trying to be that, you know, pushing visual tech, whatever. So the expectations are way lower of Pokemon fans. So that's why, you know, even on that point, you could probably argue, yeah, it would have been nice if it was that. But, you know, whenever we ever had a Pokemon game that is pushing visuals like crazy, yeah, so other than the visuals aside, which I also wish would have probably been a little bit better, like, what is it? I'm enjoying this experience. It does start a little bit slow though, and maybe like I said, Detective Pikachu is like the star of the show. All of it is not voiced. There, like, you get to certain bits and important bits, and then he'll start speaking. Pikachu will start speaking. The voice actor who's doing Pikachu's work, brilliant. Like, he really is the star of the show. Every time that, like, a cutscene comes with, I don't know about Tim. He just seems a bit like one-dimensional, or maybe it's just because, like, Pikachu steals the show. But yeah, you know, his coffee drinking self, like, you know, bitter old man self kind of Pikachu is great. Is like, he's got so much personality here and everything. So yeah, maybe not the most challenging game. Like, don't come into it expecting, like, you know, crazy difficult puzzles. It's just if you're coming into this just, oh, you want a visual novel, Ace Attorney, like that style of game, just as, like, you know, this seems more like of, oh, you just want to play the story and see where it goes and have the charm of Detective Pikachu. This seems more like that. Like, a lot of people are not going to remember this now, but, like, going back to, like, Ace Attorney and those visual novel games, like, at the peak of those games when they were, like, so hyped, I can remember, like, so much conversation going on. Oh, I can't wait to import the third one because we can't get over it now because I just want to know where the story goes. So, you know, I think people are not really accounting for, a lot of people play this type of visual novel game, not really based on the graphics and based on the difficulty and all that. They do just really, you know, want the charm of it and see where the story goes. And I think this is what that is trying to go for. Sure, it is going to put some people off about, oh, it's not got the challenge there and the graphics, you know, are lacking a little bit. But, like, you know, don't let that take away from, like, everything else this is. So yeah, all in all, seems like a, you know, classic Nintendo first party game, like enjoyable experience. Maybe, like, it's probably going to be E, and it seems like a E for everyone kind of experience. You know, you don't have to be that hardcore Pokemon player or anything. Just, you know, I lost my train of thought. I can't remember where I was now. I think that might be the perfect place to call it. Once again, full disclosure, code for the game was provided by the publisher. Short video will go up on YouTube, longer video will go up on Twitch. Speaking of that longer video on Twitch, we stream there a couple of times a week. Got community Discord and Twitter. All that information will be in the description. Come check us out. Drop a like if you like this video. Leave a comment, let me know, did you play the first game? Are you gonna be coming to this off of the back of the movies, which I'm sure a lot of people will be, right? Again, it's not really, like, linked to the movies, right? And they do throw a little bit of shade at that first movie, and like, oh, they changed the story, and who knows, there might be that first movie did really well, right? Maybe there's gonna be a second movie and you'll play this game and it's gonna be spoilers on the second movie. So yeah, maybe the warning should be mindful of spoilers here. I might have spoiled the first movie, I'm sorry, somewhere in this video. I'll try cut out, but I can't remember where I spoiled the movie. Go watch the movie, by the way, it's great. But yeah, it's got nothing to do with the movies and no licenses or anything. So, you know, with that though, I think we're gonna call it. Don't forget to follow and subscribe depending on where you're watching, and turn those notification bells on so you do know when new videos drop. Thanks for tuning in. Much love. Peace.